Yo, what's going on YouTube? I'm crazy. I know I haven't uploaded in a while, however, today I got a video that I'm excited to create. I'm going to give you a complete guide to crafting, selling, and trading Berry Mentats in Fallout 76. Let's go. So, in order to craft our Berry Mentats, first we need to craft regular Mentats. These can be crafted using 2 brain fungus, 1 fire cap, and 1 carrot flower. Once we have our mentats, we can use 1 mentat, 1 brain fungus, 1 starlight creeper, and 1 firecracker berry to finally craft our berry mentats. So, why craft berry mentats? What makes them important? Well, they are mainly used as a secondary currency in the trading community. Some items are so rare that they are worth more caps than a player can have. Since players are limited to 40,000 caps, players use berry mentats as a currency to bypass that cap limit. If you can get enough berry mentats, you can trade them for really rare items or anything else you may need. Beyond the trading value, they give you the ability to see living enemies and grant bonus intelligence, useful for daily ops or events where you can't seem to find the enemies. To get the recipes for both mentats and the berry variant, you will need access to the White Spring Bunker. If you haven't completed the Enclave questline, you will need to find someone who has to buy the recipes for you. Once you get to the bunker, go through the elevator and go down the stairs to the Modus Medical Terminal. There you will find the recipes for berry mentats at 1200 caps and mentats for 600 caps. Using the hard bargain perk will make them cheaper to buy. Once you have the recipes learned, we can prepare for the run by setting the perks we will need to maximize our gain. The first perk you will need is Green Thumb, allowing you to gather double the resources from each plant. The second perk is Good with Salt. This will make the plants boil up to 90% slower. This one is not required but is highly recommended as this run can take a decent chunk of time the first few times you do it. On average, I would say the run overall can take up to an hour and a half to fully complete. Onto the locations for each resource. On the screen you can see the resource map for all the required materials. I am using the Unimap mod to have an in-game resource map. If you would like this in your game, I will leave the file in the description. I have already made it easy to install. The first map is the brain fungus. You can find a lot of brain fungus all along the bottom part of the Savage Divide. It can be found scattered throughout the trenches of the Cranberry Bog. Up next, we have the locations for the wild carrot flowers. These can be found in abundance at the Palace of the Winding Path, Central Appalachian Train Yard, and around the White Springs Resort. The other 3 resources you will need can be found in the same place, around Vault 76 and Arctos Pharma. Fire caps are exclusive to this area as this is one of the few spots that they will spawn. Firecracker berries will spawn a lot around Arctos Pharma as well. However, you may need more firecracker berries. In that case, you can visit Lake Eloise under Foundation for more. These will spawn in abundance in that area on the map. Lastly, starlight creepers, by far the hardest to spot in daylight. These will spawn around the Golly Mine exit and Slocum Joe's. However, more can be found in the deep just west of the White Springs Mall. In the mods folder you may have downloaded earlier, I included the plant glow mod, which will help a lot when trying to find some of these plants. To start the run, we will first gather brain fungus at the Big Maw in the Savage Divide. Be careful here, there are floaters and ghouls in the area. All around the Big Maw is a heap of brain fungus. You will have to run around and look for it, but for the most part, they are closely packed together. I have the grass turned off in my ini file to help me see them better. I have the gathering parts of the video sped up to shorten it, otherwise it would be almost an hour long. Once you have gathered all of the brain fungus around the big maw, work your way south to the Thunder Mountain substation. At the pylon just north of the substation you will find more. Going past the substation to the water here will yield the last of the brain fungus for this area. Next, fast travel to Quarry X3. This area is dangerous as scorched beasts have a chance of spawning along with a variety of other enemies. Once you get here, just head southwest down the road until you reach this hole in the road. Follow the tunnel all the way through, gathering any brain fungus you see. Inside of this tunnel you may run into mirelurks, radroaches, ghouls, or you may get lucky and find a robot that calls you a filthy gang-banging heathen and then gives you his contact information. Once you reach the end, you should have at least 300 brain fungus in total. Next, we are going to collect the carrot flowers. The first location we will visit is the Palace of the Winding Path. Once you spawn in, just go straight, jump over the railing, and proceed to the other side of the little pond. Following the path to the right will yield a decent chunk of carrot flowers. Once you have collected the carrot flowers here, go around the building and up the stairs to the middle area of the palace. Along the top you can find even more carrot flowers. After collecting those, jump down and run around the central area where the brazier is to collect more. Once you finish collecting those, go back up to the top and jump off of the northeast ledge. Go straight for a little bit and you will find the debris from the plane that hit the second tower. There will be even more flowers to pick up. After just the palace, I managed to pick up 98 carrot flowers. Next we will gather the other 3 materials needed. Travel to Slocum Joe's next to Arctos Pharma. Using the resource maps I showed you earlier, you can run around and find starlight creepers and fire caps. These tend to spawn close together in this area. However, they can be hard to see during the day. Coming here at night and searching will make this run so much easier. Fire caps tend to spawn on logs or in grassy areas next to bushes. Just go slow and keep an eye out for them. If you have trouble finding them, you can refer to the resource maps at any time to find your way. Make your way down the train tracks towards the Golly Mine exit. Try to stay close to the road as they spawn on both sides of it. Once you reach the Golly Mine exit, you will see a bridge that has a decent bit of starlight creepers around it. After destroying the natural wildlife in this area, we now have 54 fire caps and starlight berries. The next item we have to get is firecracker berries. Make your way to Arctos Pharma. Going to the northwestern side of the building, you will find a lot of firecracker berries, a couple starlight creepers, and a few fire caps can spawn here as well. We now have 58 of each required resource. After we dry out Arctos Pharma, we travel to Lake Eloise. All around this area below Foundation we can find an unreal amount of berries. These are harder to find because, like any bad Fortnite player, they are hiding in bushes. A little bit of unrelated advice: if you nuke this place, you can acquire around 300 raw cobalt flux. The firecracker berries will turn into bomb berries and you can craft a lot of ammo. I use this place for all of my Ultra Sight 45 ammo needs. Lastly, if you need more starlight creepers, you can travel to the deep. Enter the cave. In this cave, you will find some cave crickets and brain fungus on the walls. Continuing deeper, you will find a pool of water you have to swim through. It's easily navigatable. Once you surface from your swimming lesson, you will find yourself in a very colorful cave. Pick up all of the starlight creepers in the area and continue further. You will eventually find an opening to an island in the cave that contains a communist base. These guys will have rocket launchers and can be very dangerous if you are lazy about it like I was. I skipped walking further into the cave, but there will be 2 entrances to the area. I was getting absolutely bodied in here by the commies and almost died. I got hit by a rocket, then almost fell into the acid at the bottom. A lot of close calls from this 10 seconds of footage. Luckily, I'm a genius and jumped across the gap onto the island. You will not need to enter the base. All the starlight creepers are scattered around the edge of the island. Simply walk around and collect them all. There will be a few enemies around the base, but these shouldn't be an issue. Just be careful in this area. If you can't handle the enemies, skip this place. I ran into a random player who was also gathering resources for Berry Mentats. Small world. Finally, moving on from the resource gathering, we can get to actually crafting these sweet treats. You will need Chemist, as this will double your crafting yield. You will also need Super Duper to acquire even more yield when crafting. In the chemistry station, under drugs, make as many mentats as you can. Once you do that, you can craft all the berry mentats your pretty little heart desires. I managed to craft almost 200 berry mentats from my lazy run. Now that you have the berry mentats, you probably want to sell them. Well, good news and bad news. Since berry mentats are used as a secondary currency for traders, only traders will buy them unless they are underpriced in your vendor. If you are just trying to make quick money, they will sell pretty fast at 25 caps each. However, if you want profit or participate in the Market 76 trading community, you should sell them at 100 caps a piece. In the trading community, players will buy them to use as a currency when they get maxed out on caps. A lot of high levels will have maxed caps almost all the time. I will leave the Market 76 information in the description if you are interested in that. As of writing this script, I am currently trying to trade my Berry Mentats for a 2-shot explosive AP use reduction fixer, worth about 57,000 caps. They will sell slowly, but if you just want quick money, you can sell them lower. That's it. You have just learned the secret technique to crafting your own profit. I want to give a shout out to Angry Turtle for making the video I took inspiration from. I will leave his channel in the description. If you enjoyed or learned something new, hit the like button. It really helps me a lot and you'll forget you even did it in 20 minutes. Subscribe, but who actually subscribes to anyone anymore? If you have something to add, want to give feedback, or want me to cover a topic, let me know. Thank you for watching and have a blessed day.